Hi, my name's Dawson Cloutier, and I watch Wake Up Tahoe with Dreu Murin.
On today's show, we are coming to you from El Dorado Beach right here in South Lake Tahoe, home of the greatest stand-up paddleboard event in the world, as it's been said. Yeah? Brandon Rambo?
I would agree.
Agree. Okay, your presenting sponsor for this event is Riviera Paddleboards, and spokesman Brandon Rambo will be on the show, as well as Candace Appleby, the stand-up paddle world champion, Anthony Vela, and we're going to talk with Maui Jim about the best sunglasses on the planet. Wake Up Tahoe starts now.
Coming to you from the 12th floor of the Mont Bleu Resort Casino and Spa on the beautiful south shore of Lake Tahoe, this is Wake Up Tahoe with Dreu Murin. Wake Up Tahoe is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Good morning, welcome to Wake Up Tahoe, coming to you from El Dorado Beach, home of Race the Lake of the Sky, kicking off tomorrow at 8 a.m. sharp. Joining me, my guest co-host, or one of my many guest co-hosts today, Anthony Vela.
Yeah.
Pro rider, rides for Infinity, Maui Jim, the list goes on and on. Ocean Minded.
Don't forget Ocean Minded.
Big supporter of the show.
Oh, it's on. It's going to be on tomorrow. So stoked to be back here in South Lake Tahoe for Race the Lake of the Sky, the second annual. It's going to be bigger and better than last year.
And Anthony Vela actually went on the record and was the first one to say, hey, Race the Lake of the Sky in South Lake Tahoe, the best stand-up paddleboard race in all the world.
Last year I went to about 32 races all around the world, and I did a top 10 ranking live on Sup Connect, and lo and behold, Race the Lake of the Sky came out number one. So many things. I mean, this is just the best arena. The announcing, I don't know who announces the event, but the announcer is superb. So many things to come and do here.
It's going to be exciting, Anthony. Now, you partake in all the events. You're going to do the 5-miler. You're going to do the 14. You're going to do the sweet move. That's what's cool about this venue is also it's very spectator friendly. People can see the athletes, meet the athletes like we are here. What event are you most excited about this year?
Whoa, that's a loaded question.
Usually it would be the food, right?
Usually it would be the food, and I'm really stoked about that we're going to have some great food here. But to be honest, it's just the whole event. It's really bringing not only the community from South Lake Tahoe, but people have come from literally around the world. Yeah. There's kids from all over. There's Bailey Rosen's here from Florida. People are here from Utah, from all over California. So I mean, the brackets and yourself and all the volunteers that have helped create this event have just fostered such a great community of stand-up paddling to where we all want to come and hang out together. You look out on the water today, people are just having a great time.
It's exciting. And Anthony Vela, also the promoter and producer of his own event, which I got a part to play in this year. That turned out really well for you.
The first annual Junior Pro and Youth Sup Fiesta that Performance Paddling put on. And there's so many kids that are into paddling and competing at such a high level. Candace Appleby and I wanted to do something that was for only the kids. So we got kids 17 and under. We had 8 states represented. A girl came from Australia. Woo. And we gave out an equal gender prize purse, giving $1,000 to the winner of the boys and girls SUP surfing event.
Equal split,
$1,000. That's more money than I make.
Well, that's what I was saying. The kids were walking around with checks taller than them.
Yeah.
And they're like handing it to mom and dad, and mom and dad are like, that was amazing though. What a great thing for the sport.
Well, it's just, there's a few reasons to put on a race. Some people want to be the guy that puts on a race, Yeah. Some people really want to just bring together the community and continue to make it grow. And that's something about this event where there's really something for everything. There's a kids race, there's relay races, there's the sweet move contest, which Joshua Brackett is the reigning champion for that. And I know everyone has worked year round to take down Joshua Brackett this year. So we've got some things in the mix, and we've got a lot of new people coming to this race. It's really cool how people heard about it. And one of my favorite people in the whole wide world, Joe Bark, and his son Jack Bark are coming. They also brought the family because it's his oldest daughter, Gemma Bark. It's her birthday this weekend. So for her birthday, they're coming to Lake Tahoe for Race the Lake of the Sky.
I saw them in Santa Monica when I was down doing that event, and they were so fired up for this event. And they talked about the event, but they talked about the landscapes here. I mean, you look out right now, you got kids out on the water, everybody out in the water right now. Beautiful weekend plan here, supposed to be in the 90s, which is unheard of. Following the very similar script to last year.
Yeah, I mean, perfect weather, literally the perfect place to have a race. You have a built-in amphitheater. It's great for all the vendors and sponsors. You're up above. You can see everything that's going on. Tons of foot traffic, so all the sponsors are stoked. One of the things that I really like is all the sponsors from last year have come back again.
Oh, yeah.
So that really tells you that you're putting on a great event when you're able to retain the quality sponsors like Maui Gym, like Sweet Waterware, like Kona Brewing Company, like Ocean Minded, and all the sponsors from Lake Tahoe as well. And I know that there's a few more that I'm missing, but it's just incredible, this event.
Well, Danny Ching is out of the event this year due to injury. I guess he's fighting some kind of an injury, which will be named later. So everybody's picking Anthony Vela to come in top of Race the Lake of the Sky this year. No pressure.
No pressure. And I got a new board from Infinity that I'm really stoked on. So been paddling. We've been here since Wednesday trying to get acclimated to the altitude, but there's a whole lot of great paddlers that are here. I mean, we've got all the Riviera crew, Thomas Maximus, we've got Brandon and Taylor Rambo, who
right.
Taylor doesn't race that much, but he's really, really fast. And let's not count out Jay Wild from the other side of the lake. Jay Wild over there from North Shore Lake Tahoe. And we've got tons of amazing young kids that are here. I really wish I could watch the kids race.
Well, that's going to be exciting. Anthony Vela, one of the top paddlers in the world. Catch him tomorrow and Sunday both. He's around. Just come talk with him. He'll help you with your paddle stroke and everything.
Yeah. If you've got some seaweed, give me some little things of seaweed and we'll be stoked.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. Let Anthony get back on the water. Anthony, Adra's telling me she wants your autograph, so feel free to sign our Race the Lake of the Sky Action magazine.
Oh, I'm on the cover right here.
Assume the position, Lake Tahoe. Thanks to Anthony Vela for coming on. We're taking a quick break. We'll be back with Jeff Brumbaugh from Maui Gym, one of your sponsors.
Oh, Maui Gym. I mean, they're only the best sunglasses around.
That's right. Jeff will be on the show here after this break. We'll be back.
Hey guys, it's Adra and I'm here at the Bijou Park. This is the home track for the Lake Tahoe Derby Dames. Tomorrow, Saturday, it's going to be doors opening at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. There's going to be a derby bout. Merced Rolling Roulettes versus the Lake Tahoe Derby Dames. Now, the Dames have an advantage with the higher altitude, but those Merced girls, they know how to skate too. So it's going to be a great day. Show up. It's $10 if you can get your ticket today from a Derby girl. Otherwise, you're going to have to pay a couple bucks extra at the door, but don't you worry, it's going to be worth it. All the booty shaking fishnets you can have, plus a beer garden. Here's my little friends to give you a shout out a little bit more.
Do on Saturday, come see the Tahoe Derby Days at 5.
And
Now here's Adra with the weather. Woo!
Hey guys, your weather today being brought to you by Getaway Reno Tahoe. 87 degrees today in sunny skies, 88 tomorrow, 91 degrees through the weekend, and Tuesday isolated thunderstorms are moving into the Sierra, so that's your weather update for the Sierra Mountains. Come on out and enjoy the sunshine.
Welcome back to the show. I'm joined now with Jeff Brumbaugh of Maui Gym Sunglasses. It's a glass that we all wear.
It's the only one up here. This is South Lake Tahoe. This is it. This is the home of it, baby.
This is the home, and now I want everybody to know, because last year, first time I started wearing Maui Gyms, Jeff goes, hey, put these on, take a look at the lake. That was your whole selling point, and that's all it took.
The colors just popped, didn't they? Just popped. And that's the easiest one. I can remember Chris Brackett's wife running up from South Tahoe stand-up paddle and saying, oh my gosh, Jeff, I've never seen the world like this. And then they went and had another baby, so there must be something good about the glasses.
She was wearing her glasses when the baby was conceived, guaranteed.
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
That polarization has so much to it. Hey, you got a couple of different models you're going to show us here coming up, but first of all, I want to talk about the race and Maui Gym's involvement. Now, you guys are one of the big sponsors of Race the Lake of the Sky this weekend. Talk about how it worked out for you last year and now your involvement this year.
Last year was unbelievable. And it was an easy sell for this year. Last year was just unbelievable. The response, just on the setup day, people coming by, and the crowd is phenomenal. They asked questions. They bought glasses. They supported the event. They supported Chris's shop by buying glasses. It was just an incredible venue last year. And Saturday was through the roof, and Sunday as well. And this year I've already had calls from Sacramento, Reno, Folsom, Roseville, Vallejo, of people coming up here staying looking for lodging. So we worked out some lodging for them.
Nice.
I put the RV across the street and left the door open.
That's where the party's going to be.
There you go.
The Maui Gym after party, Jeff's motorhome. Hey, let's talk about some of your riders real quick, and then we'll get to the sunglasses.
Sure.
Some of your sponsored riders?
Oh, you just had Anthony, was just phenomenal. And Candice. Not only are they good promotion riders, They're there for the sport.
Yeah.
They're there for the sport. As you heard about his kids program and the youth, I mean, he's driving this thing. We'll see probably 3 times as many people here viewing as spectators than we had last year.
Sure.
And based on Anthony, Candace, just so many of them that do such a great job. But those two just stand out in my mind.
Fantastic people and good ambassadors for the sport. Let's get right into the product here. Jeff, what'd you bring us?
The product I brought you is, the first one is a longboard, and this is something similar that you use, but it's something you can see every piece on. The one thing about a Maui Jim is it's a polarized film. It's not a tint. It's polarized +2. And what it allows to happen is the colors just to pop. It has an anti-reflectant on the backside. You never see your eyeballs or eyelashes in the mirroring back at you in the lens. The light is pulled through, and that is the most relaxing sensation you can have on your eyes. Think about the elevation we're at right now. 6,300 plus.
Right.
This is phenomenal. If you were to take this, and you can take this, I want anybody to come by my booth today. I'm having a refurbish where I'll tighten the screws on any of your glasses and I'll clean them up. And all I ask is for you to try on a Maui Jim and do a hula hoop.
And do the hula hoop. Yeah, we're talking hula hoops later, but
Maui, and just try it on and look out at the lake. And I think you'll be blown away. There's no doubt in my mind.
let's talk about some of the new models for 2013 coming out.
You'll have what's called the World Cup, which I don't have one here. The World Cup is sensational in that marlin color. Drew's been waiting about 6 months for that one.
I'm on the short list.
Yeah.
the short list for it all.
And then they'll have what I have on now, which is huge. This is called the Maui Pure. This is the purest lens we make. What I mean by pure, to get the curvature that you have in the lens and the clarity. Best protection, best visual we'll have. And this is probably the best in the world.
Fantastic. Maui Jim, a proud sponsor of Race the Lake of the Sky. We'll have their booth set up on the upper top there, so stop by, take a look. Look at Lake Tahoe through a pair of Maui Jims. You'll never see it the same.
You'll never see it the same. I promise you that. People are already coming by, so be there.
Be there.
And I'll work with you. And bring your glasses. I'll repair whatever you have on, whatever brand it is.
And after this weekend, where can we find Maui Jim and Jeff Brumbaugh?
Well, you can find Jeff Brumbaugh camping this weekend, but you can find Maui Jim at South Tahoe Stand-Up Paddle, and that's Chris Brackett's store. It's phenomenal what he does. He has one of the largest selections in Lake Tahoe.
And where else are you going to be this year? What other events you planning on attending?
I'm doing the Tahoe Neilu, the O'Neill series. I'll be visible. We've already done one of the O'Neill. I have 2 more O'Neill series. The boat show in Cornelian Bay, which is phenomenal. The old Chris Craft wooden boats, phenomenal. A lot of fun. All over. Today we're also set up at Mossdale Landing in California for a big wakeboard event.
Sweet. Maui Jim, the finest sunglasses on the market. That's all we use here on Wake Up Tahoe. We're going to take another break when we come back. Riviera Paddle Surf. Brandon Rambo is going to join us.
That'll be awesome.
Oh, this kid. Watch out for that. Jeff, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you, Drew.
Best of luck this week at the event. See Maui Jim's tent. We'll be back. Vanessa for Getaway Reno Tahoe, and stand-up paddling is taking the world by storm.
It is, and I've never done it before. This is my first time.
From elite athletes to amateurs, from babies to grandmas, everybody can do this sport, and South Tahoe Stand-Up Paddle in South Lake Tahoe is the place to do it. First thing you need is a paddle. Let's accessorize.
First things first, to prepare for paddling, you must first accessorize. Hat, check. Footwear, check. And most importantly, the sunglasses, double check. From there, it was to the specially designed paddle wagon, which basically valets you to the lower beach house, where the staff at South Tahoe Stand-Up Paddle awaits you.
We've arrived at El Dorado Beach, the hub of South Tahoe Stand-Up Paddle, and it's time.
It's time for lessons. I need one. He needs one.
I guess we're going to take a lesson.
Jared from South Tahoe Stand-Up Paddle gave us a quick mini lesson of the basics of paddling. Vanessa picked it up like she was a valedictorian, but I needed more of a Ramito course, which Jared was more than helpful with. From the sand to the water, we were off like a herd of elephants. And Vanessa on her inaugural paddle made it look as easy as riding a tricycle. Can I remind you, this was her first time? The entire stand-up paddle posse joined us on the water, and we should have needed a permit for as much fun as we were having. Now, when you have a giant paddle in your hand, you can't help but splash the person next to you. But watch out, karma could bite you, as Taylor found out when she went swimming. As I was paddling along the crystal clear Lake Tahoe water, a couple of ducks couldn't help themselves and decided to get in the fun by challenging yours truly to a drag race. Jared from South Tahoe Stand-Up Paddle rumored that stand-up paddling was a tremendous workout. A few more trips to South Tahoe Stand-Up Paddle and I'll be looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger in the 80s. Or something like that.
South Tahoe Stand-Up Paddle, your destination to get on the water in Lake Tahoe. What did you think about our first date, Vanessa?
I thought it was awesome.
They all say that. Now for a little stand-up paddle yoga.
Oh! You got it.
Welcome back to the show. Joined now with stand-up paddle world champion Candace Appleby. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm stoked to be here. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. We're lucky to have you back here. Race the Lake of the Sky coming up on the second year. You were here for the inaugural, and give us your take of it.
You know, it's really beautiful here. First, that's the first thing you see. You walk down to the beach and you're like, wow, this is just gorgeous. The lake is just huge. But really, it's the community that's been built here. It's pretty awesome to see what the Brackett family has done, and you know, all the extensions of the Brackett family as well, and just to see everybody enjoying paddling and being stoked. That's really what brings us back.
Now, you brought your entire family this year.
I did. I brought my parents and two of my nephews. They're 7 years old. I'm 5 years old, so they're super stoked to see all the kids and play and just have a good old time.
So tell me this, Candace. Now, when I participated in sports back in high school, my mom was running up and down the sidelines, cheering me on, yelling at me, telling me what I was doing. Does your mom kind of fill that role in paddling?
Not really so much. I don't have, you know, stage parents per se. My parents supported me in surfing. My mom taught me how to surf.
Sure.
We moved to the beach when I was 12, and so they always supported the surfing side of it. The competitive side was, you know, I was more self-driven, if you could say. But and then, you know, stand-up paddling happened, and I remember calling my mom while I was living in Hawaii at college. Mom, there's this new sport, and I'm like getting really good at it fast. I think this is going to be the thing for me. And she's like, okay, cool, go for it, you know. But,
all casual. Now you're the world champion, and she's like, yeah. I told her to do it.
So yeah, it's fun, and I'm enjoying it. And it's pretty neat to have my parents here. This is the first event that they've ever traveled to outside of, you know, the Battle of the Paddle, which is in our hometown. So it's cool to have them come experience the community and learn more about it.
Well, we're excited to have them too. And now I want to shift gears before we talk about the event you'll be participating in this weekend. Performance paddling, which you and Anthony Vela started, which I'm so into getting kids involved in sports. I think, you know, that's where we lose kids, is not get them involved in activities and keeping them as busy as possible, because that's when they get into mischief, right?
Yep, absolutely.
And you guys started this program, and it's just taken off for you.
It is. We launched performance paddling in January of 2012. And, you know, it's a business of services. We do private coaching. We do stand-up clinics and surfing clinics around the world, corporate team building events, and free kids camps. But when we launched our business, we wanted to, you know, give back to the community, and we love working with kids. And so we launched the performance paddling competition team, and we started with 10 kids. Now we have 23 kids around the country. We got kids on Molokai, Maui, Oahu, Florida, all around Lake Tahoe, all around Southern California, kids in Utah, and we put team practices together. They get their little team uniforms, and they get to just feel a sense of team camaraderie in a very individual sport. And we get to be a resource for them and create a network and a community within the community for the parents and the kids.
And we talked about the Sup Fiesta, which you and Anthony put together this year. Talk about what it's like to be, first of all, a competitor, just going to events. Now you produce your own events, which was a huge success this year. A little bit different, isn't it?
It is a little bit different, but, you know, the thing that was exciting for us about putting on our own event, you know, Anthony and I have collectively done, you know, probably over 400 events in our life. Who knows? So we have a lot of experience. I have a lot of experience on the surfing side.
Right.
He's got a lot of experience on the racing side with all his competitive lifeguard background. So what we did was we created our event. We compiled all the things that we like about events and tried to eliminate all the things that we don't like about events. So we have the athlete in mind. That was like our first priority, is taking care of the athletes and making sure the actual competitors are having a good time and getting the most out of it that they can.
Huge success this year. Now, Candace Appleby will be competing this Saturday and Sunday in what events?
I will be doing, I think, just about everything that I can. I will do the 5-mile course race. I'll do the sup cross. I'll do the sweet move contest.
You've been practicing, Anthony told me.
We're always practicing. We love freestyling on our boards.
Now, you two were one of the competitors last year that kind of teamed up and did kind of a team
thing. We were out there kind of by ourselves, but then in the semis we did one maneuver together, and so we advanced as a team into the finals. So it was pretty fun, And then I'll be doing the 14-miler. Haven't decided whether I'll be doing that on a traditional paddleboard or stand-up, but I have my traditional paddleboard with me, so it's always fun to mix it up, since there's so many different races to compete in.
Sure.
Might as well mix up the disciplines if we can,
Well,
so.
Candace Appleby, so lucky to have her here for Race the Lake of the Sky this year. Such a great ambassador for the sport.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll catch up with her later on. We're going to take another quick break. Watch Candace this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. She's not a world champion for nothing. I'm telling you guys, just watch it. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back.
So we got a lot of great concerts and events coming up here in the month of June. June 26th through 30th, Michael Costa and Quinn Dale will be playing the Improv at Harvey's Comedy Show. June 28th, the Electric Mushroom in Horizon will be having an EDM show featuring Scheme, Equinox, DJ Kroniak, Syriac, and Bluntstash. Also June 28th, Island of Black and White will be playing at Heavenly Village Concert Series. 3 Up Front will be playing at Hacienda del Lago. The Blues Monsters will be playing at the Beacon. And Kaiser Soze and the Mark Sexton Band will be playing at Crystal Bay Club June 26th. June 29th through 30th is Race the Lake of the Sky, Tahoe's single biggest paddleboard race throughout the year. And I'm going to be out covering it this year for Wake Up Tahoe and for my channel. So subscribe to Fabulous Lake Tahoe if you'd like to see my footage of Race the Lake of the Sky. Also June 29th is the Lake Tahoe Reggae Festival at the Mont Bleu Outdoor Amphitheater. This was big last year and it's going to be even huger this year. They're going to be featuring Soja, Alpha Blondie, Pacifier, Stick Figure, Tomorrow's Bad Seed, Island of Black and White, and possibly several more bands that haven't announced yet. Keep up with my blog to find out who hasn't announced. Captured by Robots, Dirt Starship and Up Against It will be playing at Whiskey Dick's Saloon June 29th. Big Bad Wolf will be playing at the Beacon June 29th. And One Track Mind will be playing at the Kings Beach Concert Series June 29th. June 30th, a jazz band called Exceeding 55 will be playing the Valhalla Music on the Lawn series. The Midnight Riders will be doing a Greg Allman cover show at the Beacon. Joy and Madness and Hans Erbach will be playing the second Commons Beach concert series. And coming up July 1st, Whiskey Dick's will be having a huge metal birthday party for metal organizer Josh Leese, featuring Battlecross, Otis, Huntress, Gary Busey, Amber Alert, and several other metal bands. So subscribe to Fabulous Lake Tahoe if you haven't already. Thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Thank you, and keep Tahoe blue. Bye. Thank you, and keep Tahoe blue. Bye.
All right, so another awesome day. You guys, every day you guys just get way better. It's awesome to watch. It's
Smile.
one of the best things I get to do is watch you guys. Just build your SGP skills. Remember the Race Lake of the Skies this weekend, so it's a great time to come watch the top paddleboard racers. It's a Grand race tomorrow, right? So it'd be awesome to see you guys in that. Does anyone have anything to add? All right. So on 3, we're gonna go Sup Rangers. All right. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Sup Rangers!
Woo! Welcome back to the show. Joined now with Brandon Rambo from Riviera Paddle Surf, the presenting sponsor for this year's Race the Lake of the Sky. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, thank you. Good to see you.
Welcome up from San Clemente, California. A little change of pace for you, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. The elevation's definitely a factor. I mean, you can feel it just when you're breathing. I mean, a 2-mile race like the Wednesday night race, I was huffing and puffing. It's tough.
That's how I feel when I go down to your neck of the woods. I get down there and I feel re-energized. You come up here and it takes a lot out of you. So these athletes have a lot to endure.
Yeah.
Not only just the heat they're going to face this weekend, but also the elevation.
Yep, that's a huge factor.
How's things with Riviera?
Riviera's awesome. I mean, we're growing and trying to keep it with, we're not going to the big box stores. We want to push it with the guys who are pushing the sport. And I think Chris is a prime example of someone who's really taking it to the next level and doing it the right way.
And so what's new coming out from Riviera is another fellow little Riviera team rider and his jeans goes running by there. What's up and coming for Riviera? You guys have gone through a lot of changes, actually grown drastically over the last few years and seem to be only getting bigger.
Yeah, the biggest thing with us is we have to grow at a pace that keeps up with the industry. So this industry, it's always changing. There's always something new. So it's always up to us to come out with new products at the pace that the industry's growing at.
And you guys just released your own inflatable this year. How's that thing working out for you?
Inflatables are doing good. I mean, it's a small niche market. They're good for what they're good for. It's fun because you can put on your back and go mountain biking. But performance-wise, it's still an inflatable board.
So the race board, because we have our Wednesday night sub series here in Lake Tahoe every Wednesday. Everybody out there right now is saying, okay, if I want to compete, if I want to win, what board should I be on?
we had this new board coming out. It's kind of it's a knockoff from the Maximus model, and that's what my brother is actually riding in the sprint race, and I think he kind of demonstrated what the board could do. It's a pretty incredible board, so we're actually testing. That's the first proto. We're testing it here, and then we're going to go back to the drawing board and make about 10 of them, test those out, and pick the right one.
And in case you don't know what we're talking about, yesterday we showed the piece of footage from the Sup Cross held here on Wednesday night. Yeah, your brother blew everybody away by like 30 yards.
Oh, he's amazing. He has the big reach, he's tall, he's lanky, so I think that helps a lot as well.
Well, it's been fun to watch Riviera grow over the years. Now, you guys are not only a sponsor of this event, but you're a sponsor of many other events around the area.
Correct, yes.
So, Battle to Paddle?
Battle to Paddle is another big one for us. We also do a lot of events on the East Coast. So we're really spreading out and trying to attack North America and make sure we're in the proper accounts that are growing the sport naturally.
Let's talk about some of your team riders you have riding for Riviera at this point.
Yeah, right now it's Thomas Maximus, Danny Ching's with 404, so he's been great for us.
Sure.
Helga Goebel's the fastest girl on the East Coast in Florida, so that's going good. Now we're actually we're really pushing into the surf, because that's coming from us. That's our main priority is surf. So now we got Tommy Loy, he just got second in the US Sup Tour, so really pushing that envelope as well.
Well, we're excited to have Riviera here once again. Your presenting sponsor for Race Lake of the Sky. You going to get out and compete this year, Brandon?
Yeah, I'll do the 5 mile and the 14. So I figured I'm up here, so I might as well do it.
Brings his home fan club with him. He's the only rider I know that has a tour bus just for fans.
Yeah.
All the chicks are out there. Go, Brandon! It's amazing. I want to hang out sometime. You gonna hang out today?
Yeah, we'll do it.
All right, cool. Speaking of another board man coming up, Mike Day gonna walk through the shot here momentarily. So we'll see if we can catch up with him. There he is right there, Mr. Mike Day. Hey, it's going to be a fun one out here. Race the Lake of the Sky, Saturday and Sunday. Kicking off tomorrow morning. That's Saturday at 8 a.m. Riviera will be doing demos on the beach, I'm sure.
Yep, tons of demos.
Try anything.
Anything.
Did you bring the door?
We didn't bring a door.
Dang it.
Sold out of the door.
It's the only company you could write a door on. Yeah. Hey, Brandon, thanks so much, man.
Thank you.
Hey, that's going to do it for today's show. Riviera Paddle Surf. Again, Brandon Rambo will be here. Stop by, check out their tent, jump on one of their boards. If you saw what that board did on Wednesday night, you're going to want to be on it. Check it for a motor. Seriously, that was impressive. Hey, that's good. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Actually, no, we're not going to see you tomorrow morning. That's going to do it for this week. We'll be back bright and early Monday morning talking all 4th of July activities here in Lake Tahoe, which are going to have the fireworks, concerts, and so much more. So have a great weekend. See you at Race the Lake of the Sky this weekend.